Peace and high frequencies, everybody. I'm getting ready to share some shit, and I'm sharing a regimen. I'm sharing some supplements. I'm sharing what my spirit has been leading me to do. I've been amping up. Every week is like my spirit adding on more stuff. It's adding on more supplements. It's adding on more things to take. And so as it's coming to me, I'm sharing with those who would like to know and those who may come to this channel and see me running my mouth and say, hey, shit, what's she taking? I'm going to share my shit with you. I'm also going to talk about a clip from Dr. Delbert Blair that I shared on my Instagram page, and also the movie Into the Woods. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but I'm going to go into that a little bit later. But you all know that I always share the Hey Shoo Woo. This is by Dragon Herbs. If you all can get it, it ran me $22.99. The Hey Shoo Woo is definitely good for the kidneys, anti-aging of the organs. So when I say anti-aging, I ain't talking about how you want to look on the outside. I'm not talking about narcissistic viewpoints of what you want to look like. I'm talking about internal light, internal organs. So this is Hey Shoo Woo. Definitely good for the kidney gene. Then I got the 80 Mortals. The 80 Mortals, again, by Dragon Herbs. This one ran me $57.99. Definitely a powerful, powerful tonic. So these are good. Both of these, I take these two in combination. I take these two in combination. Most of the time, what I do is take them in the morning, take them again in the evening. Now, when I start my day, I normally do Hey Shoo Woo and 80 Mortals. What time is it? Yeah, around about now. I do it around about 11 or 12, somewhere in there. When I first wake up in the morning, I do my coffee. This right here is 7 different mushrooms, okay? This is 7 different mushrooms. You got lion's mane, reishi, cordyceps, maitake, turkey tail. What else is in here? Shiitake, chaga. So this one has 7 different mushrooms in it. Really good. Now what I do with this, when I blend this, I do my hot water. I do a little teaspoon of this. I ordered this on Amazon. I also do like a half a teaspoon of cacao powder. So I add the cacao powder in there too. I do my Florida crystals, which is natural raw cane. I add a few teaspoons of that sweetener, and also a little bit, I pour a little bit of almond milk. So I'm eyeballing all of this. So I'm getting in my coffee is actually 7 different mushroom blend. Now what I just tried, and I just got, a friend of mine gave me some Rise Coffee. You probably seen it on Instagram. You may have seen it on social media. I had a friend of mine. He shared it with me. He wanted me to try. He gave me a little container of it. Tastes pretty good. This one is a little smoother. It kind of has a creamy feel to it. It has 6 of the 7 that I just named mushrooms in here. It doesn't have the maitake. Doesn't have the maitake in here. And that's one of the ones that's good for women. Maitake is good for reproductive system. If you all have fibroids, endometriosis, PCOS. So if you have any type of fibroid or uterine system, reproductive system issue, you want to get this one. This one has the maitake in there, okay? And I've ordered maitake. I used to take maitake a couple of years ago. I ordered some on Amazon. I'm getting ready to go buy a Whole Foods market and see if I can get some more drops and see if they have some plain maitake I can just get and take some capsules. I'm going to add that back into my reproductive regimen. Another thing for women is this Vitex berry or chase tree. Chase tree berries very good for the reproductive system to balance out your hormones, especially when it's if you have uneasy cycles, if you are in pain a lot, if you have fibroids, if you have any type of issue with your reproductive system. All right, get you some Vitex or this is Chase Tree Berry. You can get it from Whole Foods Market. You can order it online, but you have to stay on it. This ain't something that you can think about every now and again and take it when you feel like it. This is 2 capsules every morning like clockwork. I have this on my counter in my kitchen. All of this is next to each other, like everything next to each other. Now, what I'll do sometimes, I'll switch it up. And what I'll do is some days, like last week, I did the golden milk. This is ashwagandha, turmeric, and dates. So what I've done before, I did this last Sunday, I added in some of this with my coffee. I add both of these with my coffee. I didn't put the cacao in there. I just did the coffee, the turmeric, my raw cane sugar, and my almond milk. And I'll do that. Or you can just do this. You can blend this with water, or you can blend it with your almond milk or oat milk or coconut milk, whichever one's good for you. I keep a lot of almond milk in the house because when my son comes over, he's allergic to coconut milk. But, you know, I highly suggest coconut milk over almond milk. Next thing that I just got yesterday, which I'm back on again, y'all, is gold. I'm back eating my gold. So this is the gold powder. This is from the Meta Center with Dr. Delbert Blair. Ordered this online. It ain't nothing but $30, and plus tax, so it ain't that much. I think right now if you use the coupon code Blair, BLAIR, you get an extra, I think it's 10% off or something like that. So all you do is take 1/8 of a teaspoon, put it in your mouth, and then just take it down. You don't add it with anything. It's really good if you're trying to awaken more information for psychic, for divination, psychic abilities, pineal gland. Definitely good. I've taken the focus capsules before in the past. I think I ordered those back in 2020. I was taking those, but now I want the powder. I'm taking the powder form. So that's what it looked like. This is a monatomic gold. Dr. Delbert Blair shared in one of his old videos, and all his energy been coming back to me, y'all. It hit me last week to start back watching his videos. I've started watching them like they bringing new. And it's just like watching a movie and you are reading a book, and the second time around, third time around, fourth, fifth, you receive something different from it. Like each time you look at it and see it, like you have another level of awareness that comes onto you. And so you receive something different. He was talking about with the eating gold. If you all are going to get this and you're going to eat the gold, to cleanse your system first, definitely do a parasite cleanse. You all know I've done parasite cleanse before. You know I do a detox and cleansing a lot. So that's what wasn't something that I was going to do again. But if you somebody who, you know, you definitely eat whatever and you drink alcohol and you smoking, you drinking, you eating whatever, you know, you're not taking care of yourself the way you should. Before you do the monatomic gold, I suggest like a week before you do it to kind of go through some type of cleansing ritual first, okay? And then take the monatomic gold. Because even last night when I took it right before my ritual and meditation, by the time I got into bed, I could kind of feel my skin crawling a little bit. So I know that was kind of like flushing and detoxing my system out. So that was really good. For my health buffs, for people who work out, I got this on last week. This is the Master Blend. This is your protein. But this protein powder has lion's mane. It has the reishi, cordyceps, turkey tail, chaga, king trumpet, maitake, so shiitake. So it has all of the mushrooms in it. And you know I'm big on mushrooms. So the more mushrooms I can get on anything that I ingest is going to be key for me. Again, ladies, our goal when we're looking for mushrooms and we look at mushroom packages, we're looking for maitake. Look for maitake. You're looking for high levels of maitake. So even on here, it says help support gut health and healthy blood sugar. Yes, but what they don't put on here is the fact that maitake helps to regulate the reproductive system and the hormones. It's really, really good for people with fibroids, PCOS, endometriosis, all that stuff. Imbalance in your hormones and your estrogen. The maitake is key. So look for maitake on any of your mushroom blends that you get. That's the main one for me. That's why I got this coffee first. I ordered this coffee because it had the maitake in it. But the Rise coffee does not have the maitake in it. So, if you don't have anything with maitake in it, ladies, and you are suffering from some of those issues, then I highly suggest you go ahead and just take the maitake straight. Nothing else, just get you some maitake. So now that I got all of that out the way, I want to talk to y'all about Into the Woods. I don't know if y'all seen Into the Woods yet, but I'm not a person to watch horror flicks. I'm not a horror film movie person, and it's because growing up, I got a sister, y'all, that's 9 years older than me. And so growing up, my sister loved horror movies, right? And she 9 years older than me. I'm 4, and she like 13, 14. And she got me sitting here looking at all of these horror films. You know, I'm talking about gruesome bullshit that a 4-year-old shouldn't be looking at in the summertime out of school. So I got to the point where I don't like looking at that shit. I know it's fake, but I'm just not with it. So I was hesitant about Into the Woods until my ex-supervisor, she shared it with me. She was like, girl, you need to see Into the Woods. Whoa, 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 it's good. And I was like, Into the Woods? Ain't that a scary movie? She's like, no, it has a deeper meaning behind it. I was like, oh, okay. So just so happened, I was flipping through the TV. We flipped through the TV. This is when my power was out a couple of days ago. And it was on. And I was like, leave it right here. I want to watch it. So I stayed and watched the whole thing. I'm not going to give the spoiler alert, but the biggest thing about it is that, and if you all seen it, when each person dies, pay attention to this when you watch it. When each person dies, he pulls the lever and the blood drains down into this secret underground location, and the blood is being fed to something. At the very end of the movie, the very, very end of the movie, y'all got to look at the very end. I'm talking about right before the credits come up. That's what blew my motherfucking mind. Then, the little piece to it is that through the movie, there was this guy that smoked weed the whole time. And he was untouchable from, because he had been smoking cannabis, his pineal gland was heightened, and he was more aware. He wasn't like everybody else that was being coerced through these various pheromones that they was releasing in the air. He was actually blocking it from the cannabis, and the technicians even said that they was like, the guy that's smoking the whole time, like, he is immune to everything. He's immune to whatever we putting out. It was like he was on a higher awareness of not being subjective to everything that was going on, not to get killed, and he made it to the end too. And he wasn't supposed to. He was supposed to die. He didn't play out through the storyline because he was aware. I want you all to pay attention to that too. But I'm not going to give away the whole movie because I really want y'all to watch it. If you can get past all the killing and the gruesomeness, watch it and connect the dots. Now, the link to Dr. Delbert Blair's The Cosmos is a full video of 2 hours. It's 2 hours, 2 minutes, and some change. I watched it all this morning. I had never watched the whole thing. I've always seen bits and pieces of it. And I woke up this morning around 8:30. It just was in my timeline. You know, I told you I do YouTube divination, where if there's something on my YouTube that comes up, I'm going to watch it. It pulled up. And I think I searched Dr. Delbert Blair because I told you he's been coming to me. And so I searched Dr. Delbert Blair. That was the first video that came up. I said, oh, yes, 2 hours. I know it's going to be powerful. So I put it on, and he talks about the agreement that our government made with the Greys. And so I know people probably, and maybe it's new to me. I know y'all probably done researched it and did all this. I haven't. So just to see how deep he goes into it that now my state of awareness and consciousness is attaching to it, and it makes sense to me rather than me just listening to a master teacher. I'm really understanding and embodying this information that he's putting down. So with him talking about I would say, with him sharing in detail the fact that our government made this agreement, this contract, this pact with the Greys, which is like, he explains them as being like the cancer of our galaxy. And because their planet is dying out, they brought their technology over here. That's why we've had a speeding up in technology advances, is because of them, from, he said, the planet Tyre. TYR. Dr. Blair goes into it. And I'm going to put the link here, but I'm also going to timestamp it so you all know exactly where to go to watch, because I know sometimes for y'all 2 hours is a lot. For people who don't want to look at or read, I know that could be a lot. You want to get straight to the information. But the whole video is powerful. But that part where he talks about the pact that we made, and because they have a computer system on their planet, they wanted to keep a catalog of everybody here. Hence, makes sense why everybody has to do a census and social security numbers and all that kind of stuff, where they want to keep track of us, right? So it talks about that. He talks about that, as well as what alien abductions are. And Dr. Delbert Blair, in all of his previous videos, he is not shy about talking about his experience with the various alien entities from other planets that he's experienced throughout his lifetime. And of course, he transitioned in 2016. Now, you all know I had that experience that I told you all, that I believe was several months ago, where I felt like I was somewhere on another planet or with some type of entities that went to my heart. They took that long needle and put it into my heart. I didn't feel nothing, but I told you I felt this warmth that went down and up, and then I was like, okay, I'm better. And it felt like they was trying to continue to keep my avatar going. I don't know what that was. I still don't know what that was. That had been my first encounter with that or entities outside of what I've seen in the dream state. And that's why I didn't even feel like it was a dream. It actually felt like I was really taken to another dimension, realm, or planet. I don't really know. But yeah, that occurred, and that has always weighed in my mind, like, wow. And he talks about how many millions of, I think he says like 3.5 million spaceships that are out within the Galactic Federation that are out there. That's why people are seeing them now, But he goes deep into the suns, and all of that. And I put a snippet of the video on my Black Fit Witch Instagram page, so you all can definitely check it out, because whatever comes and is like a wow factor in my mind, I know it's not just for me, so I share it. Maybe if it's not a wow factor for you, you've already studied it, then please don't hesitate to share what you've received. I feel like all of us are books. All the information that comes to our awareness should be shared, so we can grow and we can raise up to a higher frequency, to the gods that we are. And that is the goal. And I feel like a lot of us, we come from a different star system, and we can't be touched. Some of us can't be touched no matter what, and they know they can't touch us because of who we are. That's just my thought process. I don't know, but that's a possibility. And so, yeah, I just wanted to share that. I wanted to share my supplements with y'all. I want you all to go look at Into the Woods, and I want you to watch the link from Dr. Delbert Blair. It's 2 hours and 2 minutes and some change, But if you can go to the movies and watch Doctor Strange, if you can watch Star Wars, if you can watch all this other stuff, then watch and listen to this research that our high ancestor, master teacher, ascended master, was able to come here, share with us to awaken us to our higher light of who we really and truly are and what's going on in our world. So I'm going to leave you with that. And as always, peace and high frequencies.